This podcast is sponsored by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BELLY for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
There's no water for this guy? All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll ease into it. We don't have to start now.
Thank you. Thank you, George.
You're going to take away my water, dog? What?
You got your Red Bull, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's liquid.
You never asked for water. Since when do you drink water, Bobby?
I've been drinking water as of late.
Are these your sponsors?
No, that's my hair care brand.
That's her hair care
Please
brand.
take some, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Your hair is such nice hair.
Thank you. But
hair
No,
care.
shiny she is.
I'm a diver and
Oh
I'm
my
a
God,
lifelong
here we go.
swimmer, so this is
Me too.
specifically
Step in
really.
there. Tell them that you do in the water.
Backstroke and fly.
I was a 200 butterfly.
Yeah, I do breaststrokes
But then
too.
now I free.
I do reverse fly. Can you do that?
And
I
so
don't think
this
so.
hair care brand was sort of like born out of like ocean actives or like water actives.
Yeah, I'm water active.
Completely, clean, like
Dude.
clean hair care, meaning like nothing.
Have you done a
nothing
side
happens.
breaststroke?
Safe.
When you go to the
So,
side?
I will package. You know what? Before we
love
leave,
some,
I'll send you and
I
your
can hold my
wife,
breath under
some
water for
product.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
That's great. You have this.
It's fantastic.
Does Bobby use this?
He does.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
Your girlfriend does.
I don't have a girlfriend. Anyway, wow, you're gonna. I don't have a girlfriend, and you're gonna start there. I don't have a girlfriend. I have nobody.
Does she not use it though?
I don't know who you're talking about. That's insane. Oh, you mean Felicia right here, dude?
Ooh,
That's my girlfriend.
Talk to
babe.
the hand.
No, I.
Oh, I think Felicia.
No. That's my girlfriend.
Why would you choose Felicia and do this?
Yeah. No, this is Felicia. She.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys done talking about breaststrokes and ocean life?
No, let me have my 10 seconds.
All right.
okay? It's not all about you, Papa.
Where'd you grow up?
Philippines. That's why
Talking to the mic. If you're gonna talk, talking to the mic and talking.
I
to
am talking into the mic.
Have Sung talking to the mic.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But that's how I got into diving. Do you know that he was a swimmer, Bobby? Did you know that about your own friend?
Friend test.
I did not know that.
And what strokes did he swim?
What?
Guess what strokes he swam?
Breaststroke.
Oh,
Breaststroke. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah. And also fly.
No.
Fly, yes.
Fly stroke?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
backstroke. Fly and backstroke, right?
Fly and blackstroke.
Not blackstroke.
Nope.
Backstroke?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyway,
Want to correct yourself?
what? Yeah, and I didn't know you were a swimmer. I mean, there's probably a lot of things about you I don't even know about. You know what I mean? But it's like that's not the nature of our relationship. So there's a lot of things I know about you, but some of the things I don't, and
What
that's
is
not
the
the nature of our relationship. Our nature of our relationship has been historical, and we've been around, known each other a very long time, and that's the nature of our relationship. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't need to get in the little nook and crannies of one's life to know who one is and their heart. And you're all about surface. Everyone in this room is about surface,
No,
surface little information. But I know the heart.
Wow.
I know the what?
So
So what?
judgmental.
You had to find the word.
Yeah.
What is this called?
I'm not being judgmental. You know what I mean? I'm being truthful. You know what I mean? I dive deep into the heart and the matters of the heart, and I don't do surface things like, oh wow, you own an abacus. Like I don't care. You know what I mean? Or like you know what I mean?
That would be a cool thing to find out about someone, though.
In 2020.
An abacus?
Okay, well, I just threw that out there. You know what I mean? Or I make figurines out of bark.
Amazing.
Right?
That sounds like an incredible
I
hobby.
know, I understand that, but my point is that I know his heart. I know that he wouldn't kill anybody. I know that he would see if he saw a homeless man, he would give them a sandwich, and those are the most important things.
Are those?
I don't
two
work.
things
I don't
true?
live in the surface realm.
Wait a second.
Let's ask Simon.
Are those two things true?
It depends. I would kill somebody depending on the circumstance.
Oh, really?
Oh, there we go.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Of course.
Okay, so if somebody was robbing your house,
Yeah.
At gunpoint.
At-
Gunpoint.
no-
I mean, if I was there alone, I'd probably. But if they were trying to harm somebody in
Else.
the house, yeah, then you
that,
go.
or you come home, someone's strangling your dog.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
John Wick.
Oh, John
Oh,
Wick.
yeah.
John Wick.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're fucking right. Yeah, I was just testing you, dog.
Put in for our cats.
Well, I would say a couple of things before.
Like what? Put the cat down?
Like, what's going on? Like, first, you got to know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on. He's strangling your cat.
Well,
That's
what
what's
if my
going
cat
on.
attacked him?
Oh, okay.
Then, regardless, who do you love more, the stranger or your cat?
Oh, that's true. Okay, that's true. All right, so okay. Yeah, so I would go, hey, stop that. I would say stop that.
Okay.
And then and if he keeps going, and then I'm going to go, I would look around. You have to, sorry.
Oh.
You always have to look around to see if there's anybody else in the house and via finding weapon. Because I can't do it with my hands.
Okay.
Okay? So I would grab a weapon, and then I'm going to hit you with this fucking vase. You know what I mean? If you don't stop that, and then I probably would kill him. You're right. Anyway, let's start.
Let's start.
I don't know why we did that. All right? So here we go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome to another episode of TigerBelly. We have a special guest here because he's a guy that I've known for a really long time. I don't know. I was just always shy to even ask him to do it, but I finally did, and now he's doing it, and I can't fucking believe it. He, very successful actor. He's in this franchise, the Fast and Furious franchise, and this is him right there with his orange car. And so, his name is Kang, great actor, old friend. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Woo! Woo! So, Sung, hi.
Hey, Bobby.
I haven't seen you. How long? It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, yeah.
A decade.
I think last time I saw you was when we shot that pilot, right?
That's no. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was you and Danny,
Yeah, Pooty, yeah.
Danny Pudi. They shot a Netflix.
No, it was a YouTube series when they were making series.
Oh, YouTube. I mean,
Yeah.
Netflix series. YouTube series.
well, it
YouTube,
seemed no, but it wasn't. When you say YouTube, it didn't seem like a YouTube. It seemed like an elevated show. I mean, they had trailers and
No,
the whole thing.
it was when YouTube was doing like actual
There we go.
shows, right?
It was a real show.
yeah, so-
yeah.
But I think they stopped that, so
And that why didn't it get picked up?
I don't think it was that good.
Did you like it?
No.
Oh, you didn't like
The
it.
concept was good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
It didn't really turn out the way we were hoping.
Isn't that a bummer when you have no control and then they
Yeah.
put it out? You're like, oh man, I wish I was in there,
Yeah.
right?
But you were
feel-
funny.
I don't remember. I remember wearing that one piece tracksuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember that. And I always like, if you ever called and didn't ask me to do anything, I would do it. But
No,
but
thanks.
I'm bummed that didn't. But anyway, so what was the first Fast and Furious movie you did?
Tokyo one. Tokyo Drift. That was so that'd be number 3 in the series.
That was it. So look at.
Oh, I remember.
You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a cool. Is that your outfit or was that?
It's you guys.
Oh, did you keep that?
No, they never give it to me.
Oh.
I asked, I think, but I remember. Well, that must have been within the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe at least 5-6 years.
Yeah.
But I saw you. But I see you everywhere. I actually saw you in Portland.
Whoa.
Wait, Portland, Oregon?
Yeah. So I was in Portland last week. Right?
I wasn't in Portland last week.
Yes, you were. So I'm,
I lied. Okay, I mean, oh yeah.
your aura.
My
your-
aura was.
your
I know my
spirit.
aura goes there. Yeah.
So I'm in the.
He goes fishing. He loves fishing up there. My aura.
So we went to Portland to go watch this race, right? This Formula E race. So it's like electric Formula One, basically.
Yeah.
And so we were going to like this, like, dinner kind of thing, right? And the Uber driver picks us up, and it's just decked out like it looks like a manga kind of like anime, right?
Stop. Wait. Is it red?
Yes.
Yeah. So, no, check it out. Right.
So you were in Portland?
No. So now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
What a small world,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, and he's an Asian guy.
Yes.
Blonde hair.
Yes. From Hong Kong.
From Hong Kong, right? And he probably showed you stuff.
Leo, his
Leo.
name.
Yeah. So you felt my essence in that?
So he pulls up. As soon as I get in the car, he goes, "Hey," he goes, "Do you know Bobby Lee?" And I go, "Yeah, of course." So he pulls out his phone. And he's and you're in the video. You're in his car.
Yeah, I'm in the car.
And he goes, "Yeah, I was taking him," and he was saying, "I'm so lonely. What are you doing?"
I know. I say that to every Uber driver. Yeah.
You were lonely in Portland.
I had 3 days off. I was shooting a movie, and
You were sick.
I was sick, and he
Yeah.
picked me up, and I go, and he looked like somebody that's in my world. You know what I mean? And I go, I'm lonely. What are you doing? Yeah, so that's exactly right. Was he nice to you?
Oh, so when I went to Portland, I felt like there was like some type of like monkey on my back. There was like this negative kind of energy I was feeling
From the
right?
city.
Not from the city. It was just like as of late, right?
Oh, so you're getting a monkey negative feeling
Yeah.
as of late in
Yeah.
your life,
In my life.
in general.
Yeah.
And guess what, bud? Me too.
Yeah. Like everybody.
Yeah, get the
right?
monkey off me.
Yeah.
Anyway, stop.
So Leo picks me up and
Yeah.
he starts to talk about you.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I wanted to hang out, but I had to work. And there was just some like really interesting energy about
Yeah.
him. And,
Yeah.
and I feel like, I was like, there's something really pure and angelic about this guy.
Purest of
Right?
angels. Yeah, sure.
And so I was like, hey, if Bobby's going to invite you to hang out, I'm going to invite you. So I said, hey, you want to come to this event with me? And he's like, really? I was like, yeah, why not come? Right? So he hung out with me all night.
No! Leo!
Yeah.
Was he... No, here's my fear with Leo.
Yeah.
My fear with Leo was... was that I don't know what he's like outside of the Uber car. Right?
Amazing.
Okay, so I read it wrong.
Amazing.
Because I wanted to hang out with him outside and invite him, but I didn't at the end.
Yeah.
Right? So you did invite him out.
I hung out for 2 days.
Insane!
Yeah.
Some restraint. So you have his number.
Yeah.
Oh, wow!
Yeah. I mean, we literally I hung out with his friends.
Oh, wow!
I was like, Portland, it's in bad shape because of all the fentanyl stuff.
Yeah.
And so he's like, hey, let me take you out to, like some Asian food. So he took me to a Hong Kong restaurant. 'cause he's from
Wow.
Hong Kong. And he actually bought me dinner.
Leo did.
Yeah. And I was like, Leo, why'd you do that? He's like, yeah, you're
I'm
a
getting
guest.
goosebumps, dude.
Yeah.
Leo sounds magical.
Magical. And then I was watching him, right? Like just kind of interact with all of these like corporate people because, that event's very sponsored by, it's heavy corporate sponsors. And just the way he navigated and just talked to, the people that were working at the restaurant and then like all the executives. It was just this kind of fluid kind of way he interacted with
Yeah.
people because he spoke.
Well, he's
from the
not
heart.
Leo. What are you talking about?
Well, Leo.
No, I know, but he's not
right.
from the Matrix. I mean,
One
like,
letter
But rare.
away.
Flowing.
But rare. But
Yeah.
rare guy.
wow, he's a rare guy. So what? Here's my fear with Leo.
Yeah.
If I took him to a corporate, an industry thing, was it a show business industry thing?
It was a car industry.
A car
Yeah,
industry
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Maybe car would be okay, but would you be able to take him to like a Fox network party?
Absolutely.
Oh wow, and you would be fine with it.
Yeah.
Wow. Because your fear would be they're going to annoy people and then it's going to affect.
No.
I think you just have a lot of previously bad experiences with upfronts and taking the wrong girl.
Yeah. I took the wrong girl to a network thing and it turned out real bad.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not there to like starfuck or anything.
Right.
He's not calculating. He's just there to. I think he's just curious of people, and he's trying to like extract like positivity from people and give back that positivity. Right.
I fucked up with Leo then.
We need to find
We
Leo.
we got to find him. Maybe we should get Leo on here.
Yeah.
Tell him, talk to
He's
the camera
amazing.
right now.
I mean, he really is amazing. Like Leo.
Maybe we got to get
is
Leo on here.
yeah.
Leo, DM us on TigerBelly.
Yeah, DM us on TigerBelly. You know what's so funny about that then song?
What?
Is that just because that happened when? Last week?
Yeah.
Just out of the blue, I texted. I'm like, when's the last time I texted you?
years.
Many, many years.
Yeah, I mean, your text was, "Is this even your number?"
Yeah, that's how far long.
Yeah.
And so out of nowhere, I text you. Was that weird then? Because of the whole Leo situation, and out of nowhere, I could text you.
Yeah.
That must have been like a
Just kind of weird.
Synchronicity.
Yeah.
it's well. Now let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Do we believe in synchronicity?
Okay, so we argue a lot. I don't believe in fate or destiny. I believe in like the beauty of spontaneous random occurrences, which is why I think synchronicity is even more special because I don't feel it's destined. I feel like it happened to align, and the chances for things to align like that are even rarer. So I do believe in it, but it makes it more special.
But you believe
for
the
me.
synchronicity is just random.
It is random, and that's why I find it even cooler. Because if it was destined, I find it like, oh, this was already written. I didn't have control of this.
But do you believe the synchronicity is manifested by you in some way?
I think that I only half believe in manifestation. I think that when you plant a seed in your head, your body will move subconsciously in that direction. And so when things finally happen for you, you think that you think that, oh, like, I don't know what you believe in. I think you believe more in like
We debated for 10 years. What do you mean? You know what I believe in?
It changes every Tuesday.
That's right.
There it is.
That's right. There it is. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday, yeah.
But I don't know. I find comfort in like absolutely like no rhyme or rhythm and things just happening, and I find so much like more magic in that. Like Leo, say for instance, right? Like just the chances of meeting Leo, like the both of you, is really special in my head.
Yeah, but the odds. Here's the odds. I was in Portland 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, I distinctly once you said right, I just knew who you were talking about.
Yeah.
So he had a real effect on me. This guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You too, right?
What?
He had an effect.
Real
on you.
effect. I'll never.
Yeah, because he hardly remembers anyone.
I'll never forget. Oh wait, you should have seen his Uber car though.
Yeah.
You know, it looked like the inside of a Pokemon.
Or
You know?
Comic-Con.
Yeah,
Like
like a
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con. Yeah. I mean, he had little figurines on his dashboard, right? I think red was the right color. Am I not right?
Yeah, like red suede.
Yeah, suede, red suede.
Yeah.
And then he was like, also, when you're seeing a lot of, like, let's be honest, Portland has like a lot of liberally kind of hippie-ish, but the other half is insurrectionist. I mean, you have beards, you know what I mean, and guys with axes, you know what I mean, and they're like, you know what I mean, where's Nancy Pelosi? You know what I mean? Yeah, right? So you have a combination, but so then when that guy comes into the
Leo.
equation in Portland, you're like, whoa, where am I? You know what I mean? And so, and he's also, I've been to Portland many times. He's the first guy that ever looked like that or be like that. I mean, I just know that they made things like that.
Yeah.
In Portland. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And so I remembered him. We shot some videos together, whatnot. But so then Leo runs the song, right? 3 weeks later, right? And then I call Sung out of nowhere a couple of days after that, right? I don't know, man. I think it's something about like, you know, you're in their heads and we kind of, I think, manifest it. DraftKings Casino. In a world of slot reels and blackjack deals comes the must-play event of the summer from DraftKings Casino, featuring nonstop action and all-star cast of games, including A-lister, Loki's Luck. And this summer blockbuster is one you won't want to miss.
Plus, new players can get $100 instantly in casino credits with just $1 wager. Did you know that, Bobby?
I love dollars.
And all players get a blockbuster bonus every week. So sign up with code TigerBelly and grab your popcorn. It's showtime at DraftKings Casino.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-7897-777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility and other restrictions apply. New customers only. $1 wager to earn $100 in non-withdrawable refundable casino credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at casino.draftkings.com/blockbuster.
Game time! Game time, guys. Game time makes getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. Prices on Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to show start time.
With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying concert tickets.
I
Can
love
show
it.
you how it
I
works?
love it. Yeah. You showed me earlier, but
Okay, so like, let's see. I want to go see my favorite comedian, Bobby Lee. So in the search bar right there,
it's not going to be there.
I bet it is.
The belly room, it'll say.
Oh, yep.
Oh, there you go, Bobby Lee.
It says-
Oh, I'm in there.
Irvine Improv.
Irvine Improv.
10-4. Ooh, expensive tickets.
Expensive.
Expensive
But when it goes
comic.
further, it'll go down.
It will go down.
Yeah.
This is a great place to go to. If,
$2.
Free.
It'll be free.
or if you're a Dodger fan like me. Oh, there's
yeah.
your picture. How cute.
Yeah, okay.
And if you're a Dodger fan like me, and sometimes you don't know, like, oh, am I going to make it to the game?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still have the option to look for last minute deals, like when I'm at the parking lot.
Yeah. Last minute deals. Save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, and theater events.
And all in pricing. So toggling this feature shows the total upfront with no surprise fees in checkout, which is a really big frustration of mine because you think you're like, oh, this is a good price. And then you get to the end of it at checkout and you're like, wait, why is it so much more expensive than I initially thought?
And then the lower price guarantee or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference.
Wow. Take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BELLY for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem BELLY for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guarantee.
That's right. Or no.
Oh, I believe that because I think I'm a little witchy in that way where if I think of
Oh,
someone.
you're definitely witchy.
I'm witchy. So those things happen to me, but I still believe in like the random nature and a seed planted and moving in directions we subconsciously don't know. But I would like to explain the tide since it's like this large thing sitting next to me.
Well, no, before we go to Tide, I want to ask Sung about
Yeah.
how he feels about manifest and all that stuff.
Well, I feel like you have to make yourself available. Like with Leo, you know, I could have just closed that sliding door on him. Like I could have shut down and like, hey man, I don't want to talk to you. But I was looking. Like I was like, hey, I need.
You were
the
seeking.
monkey.
Yeah. Like it's like I needed kind of like this like mentor or some kind of like, guru. Like I don't know, like some type of, like lesson from another human being. So I was like open. I was like searching. So as soon as I landed, I sat in the front seat and. He just, I think he kind of sensed like, hey, I needed to.
Well, he recognized you too.
Yeah, but that usually
without
usually turned me off. But because if he's just like, hey, it's about that, but he was really right away. We just
Or so if I'm like, you're my Uber, and I went, holy fuck, man, Tokyo Drift. Like that would have been weird if he said that.
yeah. Because then it's not like it's not hey Sung, it's the guy from
See,
the
that's
movie,
what he
right?
was like
Yeah.
with me. He recognized me, but it was a little annoying. He was too comfortable, like really comfortable. He was like, hey man, I'm from Hong Kong, And I was like, what's up? You know what I mean? And then there was just something about him that he knew who I was, but he felt comfortable in a weird way,
Yeah.
But then he showed me photos of him in China performing or hosting something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
In front of a large group of people.
Yeah.
Right. So then in my mind, I'm like, oh no, this guy, you know what I mean? You know how you sometimes go, in Iran, I'm a doctor. Here, I'm a cab driver. It was like one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
And he's lived life, So
he's lived life.
yeah.
So you stay open and you meet magical people like him.
And I didn't, because of my ego, I didn't fully involve myself in the magic because I was untrustworthy.
Which is okay.
Thank you.
Because you have to protect
Yeah,
yourself.
I have to protect myself. Right.
Because you never know.
I never know.
But you are very gracious, though, with
I'm
a
gracious.
lot of very young comics. You take them out to dinner. You don't know anything about them. And I think that you've been really great with a lot of random
Very good.
people. Yeah.
Very good.
That's what you call a hyung.
I'm a
Yeah.
young
Yeah.
dog. So what's the fuck the thing, the tide?
What's the fuck?
What's the fuck the thing, the tide?
So it's I've been taught that it's tradition to when you come to someone's home, right? You come to somebody's house. My parents.
Oh.
my mom.
My mom
right?
never taught me that. Okay.
My wife. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
in Korean culture, you go to someone's house, you
Yes.
take some laundry detergent and.
Literally.
I love watermelon.
Oh, we love. Who doesn't love watermelon? You know what I mean? We love it.
So you bring
So
something.
Thank you so much.
You bring something.
Well, I mean, what kind of watermelon you got? Where did you get that at?
Ralph's.
Oh,
Do you,
I only do Air One watermelon.
wait, everyone doesn't have them.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna
Bobby,
eat that
how do you
yet.
know? Do you know how to choose watermelon?
Yeah, you knock it on it.
And what is it supposed to do?
Hollow sound.
Shape wise? What's
Exactly.
it supposed
You know what, lady?
You know how to choose
Hey, lady. You know what? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me a fool.
No, I'm trying to discredit your Asianness.
Yeah. And you cannot because I'm Asian through and through.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And Sung knows that.
I just feel like inherently as an Asian, like you have to be proud of the fact that like we pick fruit really well. Like if I've ever have an Instacart and it's not like an elderly Asian person, I will never order fruit because I'm like they don't know how to like choose fruit. So that's why I'm testing you.
Wait, that's insane. You're saying an old
We get
Italian.
from our parents.
You don't think an old Italian woman knows
She
how to
would,
choose fruit?
Yes, but if it's someone under 30, and someone who's probably not like, ethnic, I'm like, that person's gonna give me smashed like apples or bruised everything.
Whoa.
They're not looking at the fruit in a way that's like fully observing and appreciating.
What do you mean? So, banana. What do you look for in a banana?
Oh, everything. Don't get me started on bananas.
I'm getting you started. Vroom, 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 go.
They have to be only a certain amount of green, and I would say maybe a quarter of an inch.
Yeah, everyone knows that shit.
No, and you have to. It depends. Is it Cavendish? Is it apple banana? Is it tundan, lakatan? There's many types of bananas.
I didn't even know that.
Thank
They have
you.
red bananas.
Dropping knowledge, or banana knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, fruit is an art form.
Why does the bananas in Asia taste different than the bananas here?
Because I think only here
MSG.
they only sell here they only sell the Cavendish. That's like the only, which is terrible because in like 40 years, like we won't have another kind of banana because there's like you want to get into bananas?
No, I'll tell you why I want to get. And I'm gonna let me go against that. Okay.
There's a really
that
good-
one, but what's the banana we use here in America?
Cavendish.
Cavendish,
Yeah.
right? What if I'm going to say something controversial, right? What if that's the best banana, dog?
And I'll tell you why we think it's the best banana.
Why?
It's the programming.
No, it's not programming.
Yes, it is. So, okay, grocery stores here like things that look good on shelves for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And the Cavendish, the reason that it's all over the place is because it holds well, not like because they taste better, it holds well on the shelves for a very long time. And what's happened is we've been growing only Cavendish, and there's this one very, very I think it's like a fungus that like kills all of them really quickly. So if we're down to one variety of banana and it attacks the Cavendish, we're fucked. So that's why we need to reintroduce more varieties of banana.
But is the Cavendish the most tastiest?
No, I don't think so. I love apple bananas.
How many bananas have you had, Song?
Yeah, tell us
The
everything.
variety of bananas you've had.
I didn't even know there was a. I know there are plantain. I've had.
Oh yeah, plantain.
Yeah, plantains are
different.
bad.
Yeah,
I bet, yeah,
plantain.
yeah. In
But
Brazil.
better for cooking. There's Saba banana.
Look at that one.
Filipino cooking.
That looks delicious.
Blue Java. That's insane.
Bananas used to be in the 80s like a
Gay?
really.
Would you say gay?
Huh?
You
I
said
said-
bananas in the 80s used to be gay?
No, I see. They used to be very expensive.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I don't know what that.
Bananas are gay. They're phallic.
Well, they seem gay to me.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
What?
Yeah. That was insane.
Wait, have
Sorry,
you
my
seen
bad.
that Japanese man who like gets his like really special mangoes and each one is like 10,000 yen, and you can get them ordered here? That's
Say the whole thing again.
There's a certain Japanese mango that you can order, and each one is like 10,000 yen.
How much
You
is
can-
10,000 yen in American?
I mean, for you, it's going to be nothing.
No, but how much is it?
What is it, Gil?
Let's see.
Divided by.
$70.
It's bad right now.
Bad.
$70.
$70 for
One-
one, not a clump,
No,
but
one mango.
They have the square watermelons in Japan too
Yep.
that are like
Yes.
super expensive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, are the square watermelons organic, or did they through years of just, I don't know, what do you call it?
Engineering.
Engineering it.
Yeah, it's engineered for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay,
That-
there it is. Oh my God.
Ridiculous.
So it's ridiculous. So anyway, so the engineer did that. So the banana. Let's. I want to end this banana thing because I don't think our audience.
You're right.
I don't think our audience is going to want to listen to bananas the whole time. I just want to end it.
You can cut out a lot of my banana.
No. We gotta get the banana. But I want to put a bow on the banana.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to put a bow on the banana. All right. So let's just get down to the nitty gritty of the banana. Right. So what you're basically saying, just to put a bow on it, is that we should introduce ourselves to the other bananas as well.
No, I think as an that wasn't the point. The point is, as an Asian man, as an elder, as a Hyung, you should know to pick good fruit for people and your friends.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree with it, but I don't. I don't agree. But let's just move on for it. So I'll just say I agree to disagree.
Do you eat fruit throughout the day?
Fuck you, Song.
No,
Master, dude. Yeah, I eat fruit all the fucking time, dog.
Okay, all right.
What the fuck, man?
What's your favorite?
Fruit? Apple.
What kind of apple?
Laxton Superb.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's cheating. That's
Why is it cheating?
Because that's the name of his band in high school. That's the only.
Red Delicious.
Okay, good.
Granny
good.
Apple.
Yes.
In your face.
One more.
Red Delicious, Granny Apple, and then Apple Maple.
Apple maple.
Good enough.
No, what's the third one?
Envy. Gala.
Envy.
Envy?
Honey
One-
Crisp.
Honey Crisp.
Yeah.
Oh, Honey Crisp.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know my varieties of bananas, but yes, I do eat fruit. Okay, I love fruit plates. You know what I mean? And I love cheese as well. I just want to throw that into the mix, right? I love the fruit plate and cheese and some little slices of meat, and I'm good.
You're sure.
So let's move on
Okay,
let's
sorry.
move on from that. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. No, we love it. Okay.
Fruit
So
snack.
anyway, you brought the tide over. You brought all these snacks. I have to say, I loved. You know what I used to do when I was over at Brentwood, right? I literally go in my mind. I go, oh shit, I'm going to stop by your restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And I remember your wife working there, and you working there sometimes. He had a restaurant in fucking Brentwood. I used to go in, and this is, he had done stuff as an actor, but he was also this. How long did you have that restaurant?
10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Sakatini.
Sakatini.
Yeah.
And I love the food there. And what happened?
My wife got cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Really? Is she okay now?
Yeah, she's fine now.
Okay, great. Wow.
So she got sick, so I just shut it down.
Wow. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That must have been hard. I know, but it must be tough.
It
At
sucked.
the time. Yeah.
It sucked, but it changed. It changed us for the better. Right?
Did you, at that time, had you done a Fast and Furious movie at that time? Or
Yeah.
Oh, you had?
I had done several.
Several.
Yeah.
Well,
But I still needed the restaurant to survive.
You did?
Yeah, Bobby. They don't pay you, man.
Wait.
Look at my face, dude.
What?
Wait.
Wow.
So, no, wait, stop. That's hard to believe.
Why?
Because you're in the franchise, right? How many have you done?
3, 4, 5, 6. 7, I did a piece, but that was cut out. And then 9, 10. So like 6, 7.
6 or 7.
Wow.
Wow.
God.
And I mean, obviously we're not getting into money, but my point is that I guess I don't know how. I guess I've been in movies. I guess you're right. Maybe
Yeah.
you get a nice little thing, but after taxes and all that stuff, it just wow.
Yeah, you don't make enough at that point to like survive, to like pay your rent. I mean, for a little bit, but you need the restaurant because, it also kept me busy.
Yeah.
Like I was in the back washing dishes, and that's actually the name of my loan out. Actors, they incorporate themselves.
Yeah.
And I remember my CPA was calling me, and I was like washing dishes in the back. And he goes, hey, you got to come up with a name for your company. And I was like, or your loan out. I was like, I'm busy. And I was like literally washing dishes. I was like,
Because I remember going to your resturant and you coming out like with a dirty
Apron.
clothes, like an
Yeah.
apron and stuff, and thinking to myself, wow, he's working really hard in my mind. You know what I mean?
well, it was either that or you go hungry.
Wow.
What do you do?
I thought it was just a side thing you were doing.
No, it was survival, man. It was so I could continue acting,
Wow.
right? So that was that. It's either, what are you going to do, right?
Do you have another restaurant now or no?
No, I don't think I'd ever do a restaurant again.
Again, why it's too. It just sounds like a nightmare.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
It's like you're dealing with staff is very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a transient place. Like no one's there to go, hey, my dream is to come to LA and work in the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're chefs, but to actually regular employees, you're dealing with like the worst of people as customers coming in, right?
I know.
So
I can't
you're like,
imagine.
so after a while, you're like, I don't think, even if it made money, I don't want it. Like I don't want it. But it was good because for the 10 years, you get to eat, you're healthy, and
I just remember it being a great restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was good.
It was also a place I can see you. But so before we did MadTV together, how did we meet? Do you remember or no?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you remember?
Last night I was thinking in my mind, I go, how in the fuck? Well, I mean, I guess in my mind, it's like was there a lot of us then?
No.
All right, so let me throw out some names.
Yeah.
Who was around? All right, Brian T was around.
Yes.
Okay, are you friends with him? Yeah, I love him.
Sweetest man.
Sweet man,
Yeah.
handsome, just like yourself. You know what I mean? Who else was around? Daniel D. Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was around.
That's right.
Yeah. Was Randall Park around at the time?
He was.
I feel like he was around. Yeah. John Cho was around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. So I guess in that small community, that's how we knew each other.
Yeah.
But so then when I was on, people, we did. So anyway, I was just telling you how right. So I was that. I just ran into her too.
You did?
Yeah, she's fucking. Look at how.
Look at us.
Look at the both of you.
Oh my god, I can't believe. I don't know. So anyway,
It's
so great.
It's a Korean thing. They put us in the Chinese restaurant.
I know. All right, push pause. I don't want to see.
I want to see it.
Wow, acting at its finest.
She's so great. My
Your
brother.
brother. How is your brother?
He's okay.
Yeah.
That was great. So when I'll tell you how this came about.
What year was that?
Oh my god, what year was it? 2003?
2003?
2004?
Wow.
Right, maybe?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So the problem with me being on Mad, because I was like the first Asian dude to be on I was the only one. And they would always go, what can we do with him? Right? And it got to the point where they're like, and I just basically said, because my mom was into Korean drama. So I go, let's just do a Korean drama. And I was just joking. And they're like, and then the next thing I know, they had written it, right? And I was like, I'm like, I need a Korean dude. Because I don't think is Brian Korean?
He's half.
He's half.
Yeah.
The only good-looking, good actor, Asian guy I knew was him. Except John, too. Okay, yeah, I could have used John. But you looked more like dramatic, your face. I think John's handsome. Okay, we've had him on here, and I just recently saw. I love John, very handsome man.
You need a debonnaire.
But he was more debonair. Thank you so much.
Debonair.
Yeah.
And so when you did it, and how many times did you do? How many? We did 3 or 4.
3, yeah.
Yeah, 3.
4, yeah.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
And imagine. Okay, so imagine this. Back then you watch TV. You have your traditional shows. In my mind, I always found it to be like so cool that for like 3 or 4 minutes on American television, you had this weird thing. You know what I mean? Where him and I wasn't speaking Korean. I can't speak it, but like I tried the best I could. But we did this fucking weird Korean drama spoof sketch, and in my mind I'm like, this is never like, even when we were doing it in my mind I was like, this has never been done on American television. So that's why it was like fucking so cool.
And you guys were way ahead of the game too, because I feel like
K-drama.
people are only catching on to K-drama in the last 10 years really over here.
Yeah.
So I think that's why like all of these ones that we watch are even funnier today,
Yeah.
because you guys were kind of spoofing it 20 years ago?
I know. And at the time, I don't know if you that was great. At the time I remember no one really, because internet was new.
Yeah.
So we didn't really know, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Did you ever go, has anybody ever gone, I remember you on MadTV or no?
Now?
Just in your whole life.
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
So
they
people had seen
loved
that.
they loved it. They
I know.
loved it.
They love it. I know. Yeah, me too. So I'm glad. Yeah,
There
yeah.
say there should be some type of like spin-off movie show based on this specific sketch.
Yeah.
Dude.
This is so funny to me. Or like you know how you always had this idea of like twin brothers, but like you're like fraternal.
Yeah.
This is it right there.
That is it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just let's say that Sung got more nutrients in the womb,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. He hogged it.
yeah,
He hoarded the nutrients.
you were sharing a placenta,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
he got most of the
Oh,
nutrients.
nutrients. Yeah. And I got like I had to resort to eating the fat.
Yeah, you had to resort to something.
Yeah, something else. You know what I mean? And we came out, and that's so funny because our whole life we can do flashbacks. You know, we got everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always got nothing.
Right.
Or like, you know how in elementary school they pick teams, right? He's always the first guy to get picked. I'm the last guy. We could just go do a thing, and now
Yeah.
here we are, right? And then what happens?
I mean,
Maybe he gets sick, and I have to do something.
maybe that's sad. It goes to kidney transplant.
What?
Hey,
It's
drama.
not a comedy.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy anymore.
Why can't we throw some dramatic elements into
You
it?
can't throw kidney transplant
What?
into a comedy. I don't think.
I think you can.
Okay.
I think he can go, you know what I mean? I'm sick. You know what I mean? And then I have to do something.
Yeah.
But he's already taken so much from you in the womb. Like now
Or
you
maybe
get,
I'm sick.
yeah.
Should I be sick?
Yeah, I think you.
Yeah, I blame him. You took all the nutrients. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Right. So anyone listening right now to our podcast,
Please write this.
if you're a screenwriter, write this movie. And I think we can make it.
I think so.
Don't you think we can make this movie?
I think so.
Yeah.
Can I try? Can I take a stab at it?
Will you take a stab at it?
We should do a short.
You wanna
Do
start
the
with
short, yeah.
Let's do a short.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
And-
why were you wearing a wig though? You had hair. You have great hair.
I think at the time I was doing mohawks or no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, I look at
That's
some of my,
right.
I look at some of my like hairstyle choices back then. Mohawk.
You're all good.
You think so?
I think so. Your hair.
That's cool.
Yeah, the story of your hair has been like the most interesting thing for me because you have such great hair.
The story of my hair.
Yeah, when I was doing like Ebb products,
Yeah.
and when we were doing like our launch for the show, I was like, I want like a slideshow of Bobby's hair throughout the years because he's so experimental, and I've loved every single one, even the little long rat tail with a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Okay, thank you so much for saying
Mm-hmm.
that. Because I look at some of the photos. I mean, do you regret when you see photos of yourself from a long time ago or no?
I regret photos from yesterday.
Look at, I did that for a while.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Johnny.
That's Johnny. Yeah. And then see, that's the one I could kind of look back then.
That's cool too.
Yeah. Look at my
I
eyes.
like the big one.
But I used to put eyeliner. Do you remember? I used to wear eyeliner or no?
Why?
I don't know.
He was ahead of the time.
No, because
still.
I would look at guys like Jared Leto and some of these other like rock starry kind of guys, right? What's so funny? I saw cool actors do it at night. You know what I mean? Like they would walk out of that like Roxy or whatever, or no, not, or what's the other one that
Even Johnny Depp did.
Yeah, what's
too.
Johnny Viper Room?
Viper Room, yeah.
Right. So you know, and they would all wear eyeliner, and I started doing it, but then comics would rip on me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think this is bring it back. You have the painted nails. Bring back the eyeliner.
You think so?
Why do women put eyeliner to make your eyes look bigger? No,
I think it's
know
to
what you mean.
like I think it's to like accentuate the eyes
Oh.
Yeah.
to kind of add
Who's
more
that?
drama.
That's you.
Better luck tomorrow.
Better luck tomorrow.
Wow.
That was
So
you were
young.
so young then.
Yeah.
How old are you there?
I was still 30 something there.
Wow.
I think I was 30, maybe just turned 30.
Yeah. Wait, who's older, you or me?
I'm 52.
Twins. I'm telling you guys.
Same
We're
age.
the same age.
What's your birthday?
52, dude.
What's your birthday?
September.
April.
So you're a little older.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But
young.
not by a lot, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
52.
But look at what life does.
Nutrients?
No nutrients and no nutrients. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying that I'm ugly.
You're not ugly.
No, I'm cute, I guess. And some women think that hot, whatever. You know what I mean? But my point though is that if they didn't know who I was and they put a photo next to it, like and you and I together, and you went around to especially Asia, and they would go, "Who's better looking?" I think you would win the contest.
In Asia?
in Asia? Yeah, be honest. Just be fucking honest.
I don't think I'm considered good looking in Asia. Too dark.
Oh.
Too dark, too big.
Too dark, too big.
Yeah.
But you did that to yourself.
What? Too big?
What do you say?
Yeah, no.
Ate too much.
No. No, what I'm saying is, I think that if you grew up in Korea, right? You'd be
pale.
albino white because you would be conditioned to do that. But because you know what I mean, you're an American, I guess that's what happened. No, because they love being translucent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
it's
white.
like the softer features in a lot of like the actors there too.
Yeah, well, it also represented like you're upper class if you're white, or
Yeah. Same in the
you're
Philippines.
darker, you're working class, right?
Dude, you and I work in class with coal miners.
That's right.
Like Gilbert, what are you?
Below coal miner. I'm very dark.
But why don't you have liver spots?
What's that?
See my
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what they are.
You don't even know what they are. See these little spots I have on my face?
What do they call it? Where's that from?
Supposedly
It's
from
from the
the
sun.
sun, but he doesn't see any sun.
That's what it means.
It's because I'm dark. And
No,
I have-
that's not why.
Why? Then why?
I think you're using a moisturizer or something on your fucking face, dude. Tell me the secret.
I use Vaseline
Wow. Okay.
lotion
Oh, the
What?
lotion.
that you buy at the grocery store.
It's
That's
called Vaseline lotion.
Yeah.
look it up.
It really is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Vaseline lotion.
It's like $7. Like you could get it.
It's not fancy at all.
It's not fancy.
This is so unfair.
Yeah.
I spend so much
$8.
time.
So $8 for Vaseline lotion, and then what do? Just put it on your face?
I use it for my whole body.
Wow, so your whole body is soft.
Well, the reason I use that is that years ago, like I think it was probably like in the late 80s, there was like a 60 Minutes or some type of
This is great.
like news story about cosmetics. And so they did a test and they had like all the expensive, brands. And it was really more about packaging is why it's expensive. And then they did this, comparison test, and Vaseline came out to be like the best because it's not oily. It doesn't have a scent, right?
Yeah.
You can get it anywhere.
Yeah.
I completely agree. This is why, like, now I only buy just CeraVe or Cetaphil. I keep it very basic because I do think they are the best. And it's like, you're right about the packaging. It's like you could put that in a La Mer bottle and people will buy the $300 La Mer and it's all the same.
So what you're saying? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I've never used moisturizer in my life. You think that I should?
You don't use lotion?
I've never used it.
No, nothing.
That doesn't feel dry.
Yeah, I'm dry as fuck, dude. I'm like fucking tumbleweed
No,
right
but
now,
he's
dude.
not.
I'm
He's
scared.
No, I think you're wrong. His skin is so naturally like moist and milky. It's so unfair.
Yeah, touch my skin. Oh yeah. Well, don't scratch it. Just touch it with your hand. Oh, yeah, there we go. Soft, right?
Soft.
Can I touch yours? Oh my god, dude, that's another level. Touch the skin.
May I? Sorry. That's very soft.
Yeah, but mine's softer.
I'm soft.
Let me see.
I'm really soft.
Yeah, it's nice.
You're too many white girls. You forgot how soft is soft.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
I think you're right, dude. Oh my god, I should
Come
go
back to
back.
the
Yeah, you
Asian
go back to the
chicks.
Asia. It's funny. When you date, so I've dated. Khalyla and I are dated for 10 years, and now we're both. I'm free. The bondage itself. I'm free from the bondage itself. and so I've been experimenting out there. You know what I mean? And because when you're dating an Asian person for that long, you just get used to the soft skin. You know what I mean? What's so funny? And then no wrinkles and stuff like that.
There's wrinkles, but
Yeah. But then now when you're dating other ethnicities,
Yeah.
right, then you kind of go, oh, that's interesting. The skin's different, right? What's so funny? Not in a bad way. I'm not making fun of
it's
it.
not that different, Bobby. I
Oh,
was
it's
just kidding.
it's fucking different, dude.
Like less soft?
Less soft, you know what I mean? Like Clint Eastwoody, you know what I mean? Like,
What
You
kind
don't-
of? These are women?
Oh no, these are men. These are all old men.
Yeah,
What kind of
yeah.
experimenting are you doing?
no, they're women. No, what I'm saying is, and also the skin there's more freckles. There's more like little moles and little, jagged edges. You know what I mean? And it's just different. That's all.
How about smells?
Oh my God, so different, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she doesn't have. I've never smelt any form of BO on you.
Yeah.
Okay, but dude, and it's not a bad thing. And I'm not blaming people. You know what I mean? I'm not pointing fingers. What I'm saying is that when a white person BOs, they BO.
But I think that's scientifically proven, right? Like a lot of Asian people
we
lack the
Yeah.
the aroma or the gene to produce the aroma.
Yeah.
It's a whole scientific
My
argument.
mom told me that when I was really young.
What'd she say?
She said, I remember I was like really like in love with this my friend's older sister, and she happened to be black, right, African American, and she's like, you should really like consider like if you're gonna have a girlfriend, like have a Korean girlfriend or Asian. I was like, why? She's
Yeah.
like, well, she had a attorney friend that was married to a French woman. He was Korean. Like, they divorced, and I was like, she's talking to like a 9-year-old kid, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
"Aw."
Okay.
I never forgot it. 'Cause I found that hilarious.
It's crazy. Yeah.
And she's like, so there's several reasons why you will get divorced if you marry a like white woman or American woman, right?
So what are the reasons?
And she goes, first, they like to go out without you.
That's true.
They're like, hey, I'm gonna go and hang out with my friends. See ya. It's like, Korean women don't do that. If the
don't.
husband says you stay home, you stay home. I'm like,
Yeah, well, that's pretty.
okay,
yeah,
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
All right, okay. That's old. She's old.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then second,
Imagine.
Yeah.
A girl going. I'm going to Coachella. No.
yeah. you don't go Korea.
Yeah.
You stay make a kimchi Korea.
It's insane. All right, so that's number one. Number two.
And two, she said they will talk back to you.
They do.
And I'm like,
Holy shit.
is that bad? Okay.
Yeah.
And then third, she's like, they have smell,
That's the big one.
Dude,
and you won't like that. I
Yeah.
was like, really?
these are all. I get it. I understand. But the first two are weird. Yeah.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
for us,
for us, it's weird.
Yeah.
But for them, I guess I'm thinking of my mom. Yeah, my mom never went.
party.
Yeah. I'm leaving. You know what I mean? I'm going to have drinks with the girls. That never happened.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to Coachella, or it's like
Right.
girl trip. That stuff didn't happen.
Yeah, but I did see the trauma that my mom experienced.
Because she did not participate. Yeah.
No, I mean because of like he was sort of a bully, my dad, and he, whatever he said goes, and she had no freedom, And as a kid, I saw that, and I felt really bad for her,
Yeah.
like empathy.
That's like kind of the reason why, I don't know if you guys have heard of the 4B movement. And the 4B movement originated in Korea specifically because of this, what they view as like Korean toxic masculinity. So the 4B is women in Korea are withholding sex, marriage, relationships, and babies, right?
No sex with men.
Yeah, no giving birth, no dating, no marriage.
That's what's happening in Korea right now.
Yeah, because apparently there's still a very high rate of like femicide and like a lot of sexual assault, a lot of like overpowering, like just general crimes against like partners, even like wives and whatnot. So
I think that should be applied to every society.
so it's picking up like kind of steam like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting that it originated in Korea because of like when I think about like your mom and like your dad and stuff, and not to say that didn't happen in my own family, it certainly did in the Philippines, but like like it's traumatizing even for like the children and
I
stuff.
can only imagine. Yeah.
That's why the birth rate in Korea is like.
dropping, right?
Dropping.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
How about America? Is it dropping or is it?
I think we just have too many ethnicities that are just love to.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, we won't name those ethnicities, okay?
But we know.
Mexicans. Oh, we won't name them though. But yeah, that's, I like those the 4Bs because even being a single guy, I love the fact that like you go on some dates like 10 times with somebody, right? You may make out and stuff, but they hold out. I like that. Mm-hmm. I like when they respect. You know what I mean? Because that means they hold out for other dudes too, probably. Maybe or no? You think they're going for hog wild out there?
Yeah.
Oh, they're only holding out for me.
you.
Fuck the 4B.
4B for Bobby.
Yeah, 4B for Bobby.
Hey, is it hard to date
It is.
at 52? How are you
Well, I mean,
dating?
Don't,
Or
say
is
that.
it?
Don't say that.
No, I'm serious. I'm curious.
For me, I'm
Is-
fine.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, is it hard? It's very hard. So how long? When's the last time you were single?
30 years ago?
Oh,
29
my
years ago?
God, song. It's crazy out there, bro. Oh my.
How do you date?
I barely, dude. It's so hard. Well, I'll tell you how I do.
Is it online dating or is it?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
There's 3 ways I do it. Okay. The number one way is old school, the wild. You go hunting. That's a terrible word to use. You do it out there in the wild.
Yeah.
Where you meet somebody.
You look for real life talent.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, talent in
Yeah.
the-
Well, not an agent.
Well,
She's look at those tits. She's talented. No, I don't do that. But I like after because I do shows every night.
Yeah.
So after a show, I mean, sometimes I'll meet. So I'll do it that way. Number one, but that's hidden. I think that's less in terms of it working for me.
is it more interesting though, or do you get more excited when you do meet them in the wild versus just like,
It is, but it always doesn't turn out well. I think.
okay.
The wild. The best way I've been. It's direct messages really.
And Instagram.
Yeah.
On
And,
Instagram.
and you wait for them to message you first.
Yeah, I've never looked at a hot girl's profile and went, oh, here's a message from.
Oh, you've never shot your shot like just cold.
You know what I realized, and this is something that's true. I'm in a position where because nobody that I like ever likes me back. I'm sure George understands.
He's happily married.
I know, but he understand. You understand what I'm saying, right? Yeah. We're the same type, I think, in many ways. Right. So what we have to do is whoever's interested, those are the choice. The people that like me, then I have to that's the group, and I have to go. Oh, she's the best one that likes me, or whatever. I can't go that girl because that girl will never like me.
How do you know? That's very
I've tried.
Defeated.
I've tried. I've been out there, man, in the wild.
Well, ask
Yeah,
Is
and
Hyung.
George knows what I'm saying, right?
So are these women all kind of fans, or are they like?
Oh
do
God,
they,
I
do
don't
they
know
know?
you're saying that.
Do they know like Bob? Who?
Yeah. I
Bobby
mean,
Lee is?
at the end of the day,
Or,
I'll tell you. I'll see. Yes, and I'll tell you why. Can I tell you why?
yeah.
Is if somebody sees me and they think I'm cute, and then they Google me, I don't know if that's the best way. You know what I mean? To meet somebody, I think somebody needs to understand what my style of comedy is, who I am as a person, all these things, right? Because if you're a lay person and you're Googling Bobby Lee, it's odd. I've done a variety of weird jobs, different things. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But there's some really decent people out there who know that the internet is right at your fingertips and who won't just immediately Google you and who want to get to know you on a real basis, I think. I think you're limiting your pool by just going with fans.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, this is one example. I don't like putting this out there anyway.
That's okay. We don't have to.
Yeah. But we can say this. Let's just say this, okay? It's hard out there. Because at the end of the day, what you have is what we all want. Real love. Not just the physical. What?
Sorry, what?
I'm talking to him.
I know. I was listening.
No, you weren't.
What did I do?
You looked at these guys in a sigh.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know I did
We had
that.
real love.
We did.
Yeah.
That's why I sighed.
Yeah. But I mean, I would, to find that, right, is very difficult.
So why'd you let it go?
I knew that was coming.
Shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Let's
To
talk about
find
that Portland guy.
To keep it,
Leo.
Where's
You
Leo?
hear that? To find it is to keep it, Bobby.
keep it is hard. Find
keep
it.
Keeping it, dude. That's it. Keeping is hard. And also, I want to say, I think that she was the first real relationship I was in terms of deep in that way. You know what I mean? And it's I think if I had to change certain things, I would, and I didn't.
But me too, by the way.
By her too.
Me too.
Oh,
like,
definitely
There
you
were
too.
a lot of things like I could have changed. And him and I, we just never fought, and that was a mistake. We didn't know how to like address hard feelings or hard situations, and we would always just play and like giggle, and then be like, okay, fine, everything's fine, and everything was not.
No boundaries.
No
No, we don't like confrontation, her and I.
Yeah.
Right. So we never got, you know what I mean? We let it build.
It was only in the last 2 years of like, oh, we need like couples counseling
Yeah.
that we were like, oh, we have issues we've never talked about.
Yeah, and also our fights then became really
Intense.
explosive. You
Because
know
we
what I
were just
mean?
holding it
We
in.
held it in for so many
Which is
so many
Asian
years.
style.
Asian style.
Yeah.
And it became like, you know, pounding and, you know, that kind of yelling, you know what I mean? And that's not the way. So now, you know, I'm mindful about it, and if I ever meet somebody, you know what I mean, that I think then I'm going to just kind of do it differently, you
Yeah.
know?
That's
So,
beautiful.
30 years
You're
is
beautiful.
incredible, though.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Those are goals.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
put up with a lot. She puts up with a lot. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're pretty you're just I don't know.
No, it's
You're
hard to
moody?
it's hard to be married to me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're only seeing a little bit of what you really are.
Yeah, you only
Yeah.
see. I mean, everyone has their masks, right? You put on your social mask.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you-
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, everything's put together, and then you go home, and everything starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're right. You know,
Yeah.
let's take our masks off. You know, let's just be real with each other. I want to talk about this song. What are you doing? So, how many more of these are you gonna do?
I don't know.
They're gonna go on forever.
No. No, I think it's slowly. I think the world's changing, and we're getting older. And I mean, maybe the franchise will continue without us, right? But you know, it's like it's been great. You know, it's been great. So you can't. I think when it ends, it ends. Maybe we have like another one.
Yeah.
It'd be great to say bye to everybody. You know?
Yeah. You know, my dream has always been to be a part of something like this, and I never had it.
Well, we should.
No,
We should
It's fine.
campaign.
No, you can't campaign
Oh.
because I think that this this is an anomaly.
What is?
To be a part of like a franchise that's as
Decade.
long as a decade or whatever is like kind of winning the lottery almost. I mean, this is what every actor or somebody I think aspires to do, is to be a part of something like this. You know, I mean, I've been in movies before, but like, you know, I've never been in a movie where it was like a classic. You know what I mean? I mean, they're
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, Harold
Harold
Kumar maybe.
Kumar.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but you know, but I've always wanted to be in a franchise. That'd be cool to be in a franchise. Like, you know, how does it feel? I mean, you must feel great because there's a whole army of people that worship this shit, right? And so that must feel great, no?
It's great that there are people all over the world that feel very comfortable around me.
Yeah.
No, really, it's that
Yeah, yeah.
they don't. It's not like, hey, he's the actor.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's a guy Han that we grew up with.
Mm.
You know, so my engagement with the fans of the franchise, you know, it's almost like, you know, you're meeting like a cousin or an uncle. You know,
I feel the
It's a-
same way about TigerBelly fans and Bad Friends fans. I do podcasts. I feel like they know me. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the downside?
The downside is that, you know, people think that that's all you can do, right?
Oh, you mean in the industry?
Yeah, you know, there is this, I think, kind of stigma, or I don't know if prejudice is the right word, is that, you know, you're the guy from Fast and Furious, and you know, you don't really, that's not acting, but
It is.
yeah, they
acting.
forget that, you know, that character came from an independent movie, that Better Luck Tomorrow, right? So
Oh, wow,
that's right.
that's right. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
you know, so there's downsides to everything, but I also, you know, when I started acting, I was like, you know, I hope I get to leave something behind
Yeah.
and a contribution to something like positive. And I
Yeah.
do feel like at least that character, because the franchise allowed,
Yeah.
is that, you know, the change. I know it changed perceptions of what an Asian male is.
Yes.
Like, we're invited to the picnic table. You know, before you're like, hey, you can go over there and do the kung fu thing, you know, and you're over there, right?
I love when you say that. Because it's funny that you say that because I think you and I have been in it long enough to witness the shift, right? Because in the 90s, I remember going on auditions, and it was fucking tough. I mean, the kind of shit that was available to us was garbage. You know what I mean? And then it's like I would show up at an audition, and there'd be dudes like him and Brian T. and Right, and we're completely different types of characters, right?
Yeah.
Right, but they were like, well, any Asian, whatever, right? And it was just fucking hard. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm just so glad that I have another skill set almost, right? Because without that skill set, I would just be starving. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like, yeah. So it's funny that you and I, because some of these younger people, they never witnessed the bullshit that we witnessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's more stuff available to us now.
Oh,
when I
way
would see
more.
Margaret Cho is killing it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I always in my mind was like, why didn't this? But it's like because she was able to ride the wave, and we hung around enough to ride the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that didn't come out smoothly. Can I say that again?
Yeah.
We hung. I can't. We hung around enough to ride the wave.
That's good enough.
Oh, they think
that
it
was
is.
natural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're better.
Natural. Yeah.
Natural.
Yeah.
You get hung
Yeah.
up on hung.
I know. So what else do you want to do?
I want to direct now. Yeah.
Oh,
So I directed my first feature a couple of years ago, and then started writing because I look, Fast and Furious is great, but I don't want to leave being the guy from Fast and Furious, right? I don't want to go out like that. I'd like to actually do some work, in film and TV that I feel like artistically, like I've been waiting to do, and those roles are not being written for me, right? Those opportunities. So I have to create it. And also, as a director, it's great because I can take all the lessons I've learned from all the good directors I've worked with.
Right.
And you get to be the kind of the conductor of the tone, the energy.
What kind of director would you be?
I think I'd be.
You're not a screamer. I know that.
You're not like RoboCop.
What's
I'm not
what's
a
his name
screamer.
again?
I don't think screaming helps.
Like if I okay.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you directed that?
Shivers.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Shaky shivers.
It's a horror comedy. It's like a Bill and Ted kind of.
Oh, wow.
It's just goofy comedy. It was really fun to make that.
Oh, really? I want to watch that. So let's say I do a take for you, and you don't like anything that I did in the take. How would you So I'm on set. You come from Video Village or whatever. How would you approach me?
Try the line, the hung line.
What hung line? What was it? Give me the line again.
We hung and rode the wave.
Yeah,
We hung in there and rode the wave.
We hung in there and rode the wave.
Yeah.
Cut. You come up to me. Yeah, what's up?
That was good. That was good.
Great director.
Yeah, that was a really good. Yeah.
Let's-
Anything else?
You want to do it again?
Oh.
No, I don't. I think we're good.
Hey, could you help us out? There's like a focus, like technical problem.
So good. Yeah. Oh, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just have fun, Bobby.
Wow, that's how you would do it.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you directed that, was there ever? I mean, you're not going to say it, but
Sure.
was there any moment where like I didn't get it the way I wanted it, but we're just gonna have to let it go and move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, it's there's a lot of compromise, especially with like a no budget movie.
Oh, right.
Like you got maybe
Like, how much did that cost to make?
that was around like I think at the end of the day it was like right above like 300,000.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's not expensive at all.
That's
I had
low.
no money, so there, it was also I needed to do that to see if I had the ability to like finish the movie from beginning to end.
Oh.
With no money, and also I grew up in the indie film, so it's like I'm comfortable in like low budget.
Yeah.
environments. And so, but I needed to see like I can't because movies cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's like it's a business at the end of the day. And so I didn't want to like start with the feature that cost millions of dollars just in case like I'm not cut out to do it. Because in theory it's like, yeah, it's great, actor turned into a director, but acting and directing is totally different. It's a different beast. You know what I mean?
I think I want to do it.
Directing?
No, you just influence. Yeah, I think I need to try. I need to direct one thing before I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I know you just did it, and I can do one for like $300,000.
Yeah.
No, Bobby, I genuinely.
No, I know I have to do it. No,
Yeah.
you just, dude, that's it. You just did it for me. You did it. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Amazing, dude. So
I'll be in it if there's a part.
Are you fucking crazy?
Why?
You're not in it.
Oh.
No,
Damn.
of course you're in it. It's so funny because I had lunch. Guess who I had lunch with? Justin Chon.
Oh, I love him.
Okay, and we had sushi over there at Katsuya, and I had never met him before, and we talked for hours. And he was another guy that I was just like, oh shit, you can just make shit, right? I mean, he's not the kind of guy that's like, I wait around to see if Hollywood calls me.
No, Justin Chon is incredible.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Everything
You know
he's
him?
ever done. Is
That's why I
so
directed
good.
this movie.
Because of Justin.
Yeah.
He influenced you.
Yeah, because we were in New York. He was on a TV show. I was on a TV show. And he was playing this role that he was just, he just needed the money to eat, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, this is not why I started acting. And he and I were just, we'd meet and we'd talk about all the BS that you're dealing with, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to go direct. And then he directed it. And then we met again. He's like, Sung, you got to go direct your own film. You have to create. And I was like, but how, man? And then and so he started with like a really low budget film with Kev Jumba.
I know Kev. Yeah.
So I think it was like $100,000 or $200,000.
Wow.
And so that's where you learn, right? And there's nothing to lose, right? Because it's $200,000 is a lot of money, but it's not 20 million or 12 million.
Yeah.
Because you do a film like that, it's done. Like you won't have a second chance.
Right. No,
But a director's jail.
No, I'm now thinking right now. So I would, in my mind, I would probably fund it myself then.
Or like a Kickstarter.
Oh, a Kickstarter.
Because you have fans that'll support you.
Right.
And so,
Oh yeah, you go. Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Wow.
And they get to come to the premiere, or they get some swag, and you get to make your story and try, right? And so then Justin was like, "Hey man, no one's writing roles for us. We have to do it ourselves."
Wow. Yeah.
And so,
Because you look at Blue Bayou, it's like
So good.
It's so good, but it's like, who would write that for him? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's very specific.
It's so
right?
specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wow, it's really inspirational, man.
yeah.
Now, let me ask you something. Would you? Because I'm not going to tell you who, but I had a little discussion with another Asian actor about Asian accents. And I mean, I've always been okay with it, but what do you think of us doing them?
I've done them.
Yeah.
And done them where you go, wow, this was really bad, but
Yeah.
I'm serious. And then people, once in a while they're like, how could you do something like that? It's like, aren't you embarrassing? You're like your people. And I'm like, yo, man, I gotta eat.
Yeah.
I gotta practice. Where do I go and learn how to work in front of the camera?
Yeah.
I'm getting one audition a year. I'm getting one job every 4 years. I gotta take what I can get.
Yeah.
Right? And so, you do it, you learn, and you go, hopefully it changes, right? Like, you don't take it so personal, right? But you got to eat, man. You got to even like medical insurance, people take that for granted unless you don't have it, right?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
somebody in your family's sick.
Yeah.
You got to
I should have done that vampire movie.
Here's what I'll say.
I fucking turned down a vampire movie because of this fucking lady.
I totally understand.
It was a
like,
good movie, man. Fucking because I had an Asian accent, I should have fucking done the accent.
I understand why you've had to do Asian accents like in those years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was absolutely
Sabotage.
like necessary. That was all that was available, right? But I think now the reason I said no to that is context is everything. And it was a white guy, and the role did not require him to have an Asian accent. He just wanted you to do it. And it was a guy saying, hey, can you just do it just to do it? And I just thought it was like, it felt, if you were to do an Asian accent to play
you're
your
not
dad.
starving. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. I think if
I
you were
love
like,
vampire movies. When's the last time I'm going to be in a vampire movie?
if it was a role where that was like, oh, the accent like makes sense. Like there's
Yeah.
context that makes sense for you to have it.
I want to be a vampire.
But the vampire didn't need to have it.
Immigrant
all right.
vampire.
Yeah. Yeah, we never see immigrant empires. Vampires, I mean. or umpires.
We don't see immigrant
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are there any Asian umps?
in the U.S. I don't think so.
I gotta
Have you-
find that.
Oh no, there was that one movie, Korean movie that was an Asian vampire movie.
Oh, the one from Korea?
Yeah.
With,
That's from Korea. That was so good.
Song
Yeah.
Is that the one where they're stuck in a building?
I think so.
When
I'm
you
not
stuck
sure.
in a building.
yeah.
When you were stuck in a building.
Oh, that was zombie. That was zombie,
zombie.
not vampire. Sorry, big difference.
Yes.
My
The actor
bad.
from Parasite, he did a.
That's right.
Yeah, I love
Yeah. I love that movie. Would you ever do a Korean movie?
I'd love to do a Korean movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been offered a few opportunities, but they're roles that I'm playing pretty much like a Korean American guy, or
There's no.
yeah. And I can't speak Korean well enough to actually really act in Korean.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I mean,
Why didn't we learn? Why didn't we learn?
well, because we come from a generation that was, trying to assimilate. Okay, we weren't. There was no Korean school. You weren't proud to be Korean.
Yeah.
Now being Korean is like, hey, there's this like just this pride, right? Because of soft culture and like K-pop and the cars and the TV's probably Korean.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
phone, somebody
Yeah,
has Korean
yeah.
phone. Right? So like we don't have to like make excuses for ourselves. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. I think you're right. I think all my life, because I grew up in the suburbs and around a lot of white people, I think all my life I've like kind of strived to assimilate and to be like them, right? And to sort of be not ashamed, but I was ashamed at times
Say
growing
that,
up about being Korean because, people would walk into my house and like, what's that smell? Right, or like people would say like Bobby's house smells like a fish market, so gross, and, right? And then I would come home and I would spray things, in the house to make it smell better. Or I would hide the kimchi in the refrigerator. If I had friends coming over, I would take the kimchi and put it in the back and put like mayonnaise and stuff to cover it.
Aww.
What?
That makes me so sad. The kimchi should always be in the front.
I know, but like now I have 15 jars of kimchi
I
in my
know
fridge.
you do.
I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? But I think you're right. And then it's funny, something did shift in me a little later in life, you know what I mean? Probably in my 30s, where I went, no, I mean, everything that I have is because I am who I am, that I am the way I look, my upbringing, all of it. And then, I would look at myself on TV and stuff or whatever and go, wow, that like I look so different than everyone else. And especially they told me I was never going to make it in the 90s. And then when I started working, I was like, no, I proved them wrong. And then I met other people like you and other people. And now it's like, I think when I go out, I mostly only hang out with Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like,
Gil, did you feel the same growing up in Georgia? Like, were you aware?
You're from Georgia?
Yeah, from Alpharetta, Georgia.
Oh yeah, I'm from Georgia.
What part?
Clarkston and Gainesville.
Oh God, that's like
Yeah.
not Asian.
Yeah.
you're from Clarksville?
Not like Atlanta.
Clarkston.
You're from like Georgia.
That's a
I'm from-
completely different.
Wait, as a kid?
experience.
I'm from the poultry capital of America.
So what was that growing up? Was that that must have been tough, dude.
Yours must have been wild.
There was a period where I fought every single day. Like every single day I physically was in a fight with like 5-6 people.
Because of racism.
Yeah, I just thought it was like there was something wrong with me.
Oh my God.
Like, race as a child, the racism, you don't understand it.
Right.
Like you're like, what?
The
Like,
concept of it, yeah.
you don't and you're just a
Well, yeah.
just a right? And then it's like, hey, can you do the
Karate.
and you're like, no,
Yeah,
like, pow! Right?
I can't do it.
Good, did you get him? Right?
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Right? So every day, like, I remember I would go to the bus stop and I would hide in the bushes because I knew if I showed up too early, they're gonna strip everything off of me.
Imagine
Man, that's so
And then off the bus, you're running home.
Yeah.
Just, but so it does make you strong. I think that's why I could survive in Hollywood. Like I don't take things so personally because I never feel like I will belong here. I know that I'm an outsider. That's just what I'm. Right?
So fucking funny, dude.
Right?
It's like, right? I feel the same exact
Yeah.
way, dude. It's so funny. And I listen, the reason why I think I can handle a lot of pain and like, you know what I mean, suffering is because I just did it all my life. And I'm just used to it. You know what I mean? I won't even let myself have joyous moments, which I don't think this is healthy.
I know.
I don't think it's healthy, and I want to be able to do it, but I can't. I don't experience joy.
I know.
I don't. I find
And
a
when
way.
it's- when
Same.
when you're
Yeah.
confronted with it, and I look at him, I'm like, I know that he's enjoying himself. He just like will never admit that it was a great time or that he's happy. It's like he will hyper focus on something in the future that's already he's worried about or something in the past. He can't just be like, you know what, this is a really beautiful moment and I'm loving.
I'm trying. I really, literally am trying. I really do. What I do is I do my exercises to be in the moment, but still, it's like, and I say it out loud because I see myself doing it.
Yeah.
I recognize it, you know what I mean? So, but, it's a shame that I can't enjoy, because I'll tell you what, the last 2, 3, 4 years of my life has been the best of my career.
Bobby, you live a really cool life.
It's cool, yeah. But I can't enjoy it. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was just talking to my niece and nephew about that this morning.
Can they enjoy their lives?
They yeah, because my niece, she just graduated from college, so
Yeah.
she's visiting, right? So us, and then I was like, hey, what do you want to do? You want to go here? You want to go here? She's like, no, I'm all about leisure. I just enjoy chilling. And I was like,
Chilling.
really?
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can just sit here and have coffee with you, and I'm happy. And I'm like, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I know.
Right? I was like, I can't be in the moment. I'm thinking about tomorrow and all the noise in my head.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, who are you to enjoy? Like, I've never vacationed. I don't know how to do that.
Neither does he.
Yeah, neither do I.
Like, you go to a hotel, you're like, what do you mean? Like, we're going to sit at a
Yeah,
pool and
yeah.
do what?
Yeah.
Like, come on. No, that
Yeah.
doesn't. And then, because I feel like, first of all, I don't belong there.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here?
It's incredible.
Right? It's like I'm looking over my shoulder going, I'm supposed to be here, right? Then you go, well, I work for this. But then I really enjoy watching my family and friends enjoy it, right?
Yes. Okay, so when I went to a facility for my mind, and I've been there a couple times, and I remember I was doing some sort of meditation workshop with the people that work there, and I was like, your happiest place. It was a hypnosis thing, where if I do this, I can go back to it. It doesn't work. I can't go back. But my point is that, and my happiest moment is when we're in the Philippines, right? And we were on an island that we had taken a little jet, like a boat there.
A bump boat,
A
yeah.
bump boat, right? And I remember you were with your family, and I was in the water. And if you go, the water is so blue and crisp. And this island had no buildings on it.
There's no one there but
There's no
us,
one there
yeah.
but us. I don't know how many people have been on this island, but not a lot. And I was floating on my back, and I remember hearing everyone play. Like you guys were like on each other's shoulders and laughing. So through the water, I can hear them, in the background having joy. And my only joy is hearing them have joy.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No,
it's not
it
me.
makes
You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why you are a comic, because you love, your joy is hearing other people laugh.
That's a good point.
Maybe.
Yeah, because they're having the night of their lives listening to you.
And I'm suffering up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all pain. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so, but
It's so
honestly,
interesting.
it breaks my heart, but that is also so beautiful because I do think that if you look back at your own parents, like when I look at my mom and dad, I cannot remember a single memory of my mom seeming happy or not anxious or not afraid. It was always a grind and it was always a worry. And I think that her external self became my inner monologue somehow. And that's why it's hard to feel joy if it's never been exemplified in your life. You know what I mean? Did you see your mom and dad genuinely be
Never.
just chill and be happy?
Never.
Like his niece, your niece, just being there, just I like this. I like that we're having coffee is pure joy to her. Makes me want to cry because I'm like, oh my God, that is so special. And we didn't have that, I don't think.
I think we can though, and
No,
we should.
totally.
This is fucking garbage. I'm tired of it. We got to find joy. We're 52, dude. It's gonna end.
Jesus Christ. Not a good start.
No, we can't sit in this fucking. I gotta change. Are you hearing us talk right now? I'm just like, no, I can't.
But can I just say that it sounds like Leo was a true magical, a joyous encounter.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get Leo here. We have to find Leo and bring him to TigerBelly.
Bring Sung back too for it.
Maybe Sung has to come back, right, with Leo.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
And then let's get into the nitty gritty of it all. You know what I mean?
Did you remember your parents experiencing joy?
No. It was for my mother especially. To this day, she cannot really enjoy herself. Even with, with a little money like that she saved up or whatever money she has, she still she lives in Korea, right? And I went to her place and it almost killed me
Why?
because she has she has like a house or whatever and an apartment and stuff, but she rents it out, and she lives in the basement of this apartment building.
So she can make money?
No, it's like she barely even makes any money. She just feels like she doesn't deserve to enjoy the this or that. So she lives in the basement, right? And I'm like, where's that coming from? And it's like, well, in America, she was not even I don't even call her a second. She considers herself like not a second class, like a third class. Like you're invisible. My mother was a housekeeper. She cleaned toilets. She was treated like
Garbage.
yeah. So her self worth has been kind of formed in a certain way where I look at her and I'm like, how come you can't enjoy this?
Yeah.
Right. So then it's passed down to me and my sister where we're like, there's guilt. Like if I'm like anytime I fly somewhere, like studio, like when you get a job, they fly you and
First class.
yeah. And I sit there and all I do is think about my mom. I go, she has never, ever flown this, and she never will. If I buy her that ticket, she'll refund it.
Oh my God. I know exactly what you mean. So when we went to Japan, I had to surprise my mom with her upgraded seat because I knew that if I told her or if I gave her her boarding pass the day before, that she would make me refund it.
Yeah.
Because she just is so uncomfortable with being treated like she deserves to be treated.
Yeah.
And when she got to her seat, she was in such a blur. She didn't even realize halfway. She was mad the first 2 hours. She was probably calculating in her head how much money I had spent and going through all the reasons why she didn't deserve to be there. And that's why when she got to her seat, I remember boarding first. She's like, "Why are we boarding first?" And then she sits down and she's like, "This isn't my seat." I was like, "Yeah, that's your seat." And she was so visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She looked at me
Wow.
angry almost.
She didn't say thank you?
And then my mom and my sister and I were just like, "Surprise, Ma." And she's like, "Why? Why?"
Did it fold into a bed?
Yeah, it was a lie flat.
Yeah.
To Tokyo.
Wow.
And then eventually, maybe the third hour, she was like, "Oh, there's free champagne." And then and then it turned very quickly from there. And then she eventually, there was a sense of gratitude, but it was still the guilt in her was palpable.
When we took my mom to Hawaii, did we fly her first class?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. She had never done that.
No, never.
Yeah, and she had never been to Hawaii, and I did that because of that.
And then she fainted on the first day.
Yeah, she fainted on the first day.
Why?
I don't
So
know.
I think
happy?
excitement.
Excitement.
Oh God.
Well, she had never gone to Hawaii. She had never been on, right? And I was like, it was right when my dad died, maybe
Right.
6 months after that, right?
Right.
I'm like, she was, trapped with this man for 40, 50 years, right? I mean, he was abusive. In the last 15 years of his life, he was sick, so she had to pull shit out of his ass. You know what I mean? And he was bedridden. And and she became the abused and then a caretaker. Yeah. And then when she died, I was just kind of when he died, which is so sad. So I miss you, Dad. But I went, I have to do stuff for her. I want the rest of her life to be comfortable. So I flew her to Hawaii. You know what I mean? We got in a big fight.
You guys got into a big fight
Yeah.
after. But I honestly, do you
about
remember
BTS, but
when
yeah.
she fainted? She fainted when the curtains were drawn and she saw the view of the ocean.
Yeah.
And she got unsteady for a second.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"Oh, when was the last?"
Oh, no.
Yeah, because she had never been there. That
Yeah.
was, and then you guys ruined it by fighting with her. But
Okay, I just said, don't bring that. I brought it up. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, Mom.
yeah, you guys were mean to her.
It was about BTS, but anyway, let's move on.
So
Yeah.
she hung out with me. the
So
whole time.
anyway, what a great guest you were. I want to do it again,
With Leo.
but
With Leo.
but we're gonna
Leo.
we're gonna fly Leo here.
Yeah.
We really are.
He's getting his aviation license. That's
So
why he's in
cool.
Portland.
Wow,
Because he's going to be a pilot.
wow.
We have to know him because
We have to
aviation
know.
perks are
Yeah,
real
we want
good.
aviation perks.
Yeah. I need
is that?
those
Yeah, yeah.
buddy passes.
But Sung, I just always wanted to thank you for doing those sketches with me back in the day. It's a big memory for me, a very positive memory, and it was And I've never seen any Fast Furious movie. I'm sorry, but I know that you're in them. You know what I mean? I know that you're successful in them, and people know you from them. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. You've always been here. Here's the deal, dude. I can name some Asian dudes back in the day that were fucking rude as fuck to me.
Off camera,
right? But you were always nice. You, Brian, there was a couple of you guys, Daniel. You know what I mean? Just sweethearts. And John Cho, and I just, it's a hard enough business, being who we are, you know what I mean, as an Asian dude, but to walk the road with people like myself, going through the same things, made it, doable, So just want to thank you for that, man, and I think that this is just the beginning for you. You've also influenced me. I think I'm going to do a movie. And I think this was all positive, but I'm so glad you came, and thank you for doing our podcast.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks,
do you have
buddy.
you want to plug anything?
No.
Okay. Nothing. Okay, good.
I don't
all right.
have anything to
Give
plug.
Sung a round of applause. That was great.
Ay makabuluhan